toxic masculinity.
Amazon's pushes for increasing minimum wage in order to stifle competition.
Stifle?
Stifle,
I believe is the word.
Or stifle.
I like stifling. I think we should stifle the competition more often.
I thought you said sniffly.
Sniffling. All right, so this is from the Epoch Times. Let me go ahead and bring this up for you guys. All right, so Amazon minimum wage push aimed at crushing competition, experts say. So we all know that there's this push for a $15 minimum wage nationwide. The reason I find this so frustrating is because, you know, if they push the minimum wage high enough, a lot of businesses are going to stop being able to afford to hire Americans. They're going to go to China and say, hey, why don't you produce our stuff for us for cheap? And China's going to get all the jobs that dissipate from this $15 minimum wage here. And so the $15 minimum wage is actually another way for the Biden administration to help China out and hurt America. It's terrible. But this is an excellent point. This is something that's been brought up several times by people, but this is another article in the Epoch Times. But it's right on point. Amazon's campaign to have Congress approve a national minimum wage of $15 an hour isn't as much altruistic as it is anti-competitive, according to labor policy researcher Rachel Greszler. I don't know why that's difficult for me to say. Greszler. I don't know. I got it now. Amazon portrayed its efforts as humanitarian toward workers, quote, workers in need of a raise, end quote, as well as, quote, small businesses that will benefit from increased spending, end quote. But the minimum wage increase would actually leave many of those workers without any jobs at all and crush Amazon's small business competitors at a time when they are already struggling, said Greszler, a research fellow at the Conservative Heritage Foundation. I think this is absolutely obvious. I mean, this is like, it's very hard to not see how this is going to hurt small businesses, especially during the pandemic. I mean, you've got a pandemic right now. Everybody's suffering. You know, businesses can't even pay their rent. They can barely pay their employees if they were even able to go back to work. Especially, you know, okay, a lot of these states, they're opening back up. California isn't. We're still screwed, man. You know, our gyms can't open. Our restaurants can't open. It's terrible.
No, they can open.
Restaurants?
And the gyms, yes, some of them like
only outside.
Outside, yes.
Right. They were only opening
outside. Mm-hmm.
So if a restaurant doesn't have the capacity to open outside, it can't open.
No.
Delivery, takeout.
Yeah.
That's it. Outdoor dining. Yeah, she says it gives them a competitive advantage and it forces out the little guys. Absolutely true. And I mean, this is something that we all kind of knew, right? We all knew that Amazon was interested in the $15 minimum wage, pretending that it was humanitarian, when in reality it helps them out because it destroys their competition. And this is terrible for capitalism. This is terrible for America. If anything, they should lower the minimum wage. You know, just Democrats, they just don't understand how the real world works. One thing that I tweeted about this a while back was it's amazing to me how all these people pushing the minimum wage to $15 an hour, pushing this idea, none of them seem to have ever owned a business themselves, right? You never hear a business owner saying, oh, we need to raise the minimum wage, except for Amazon, because they know it'll help them.
Did you see how politicians who says we can't reopen the schools, it's dangerous, they don't have children?
Yeah, that seems to be...
it's kind of similar situation.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a consistent thing with the left. They'll argue about things to the death, you know, very passionately, things about which they know nothing. You know, when they're talking about the AR-15 or whatever, they're just like, you know, they think that the letters AR means assault rifle. I saw a video the other day where this politician, I forget what her name is, she's like talking about the weight of the gun. She's like, that gun weighs as much as like 50 boxes. Like, what the hell does that have to do with anything? It's like, and those bullets, Those bullets are something else. Like, go fire one. Go to a range, where they have these things available, these guns available, and go shoot one. It's a bit of fun. You get to know what you're doing. Some guy wrote an article a while back. I don't remember what it was. Who
I
it was.
kind of want to go and shoot. Can we? Can we do this?
Oh, yeah. Have you not gone... have we not gone back at the house? Mom and Dad's house? I've never taken you shooting back there?
No.
Okay. Oh, we can probably go out here in
I
LA
was shooting
somewhere.
when I was in school. We had a competition, and I was good.
You told me you were like the best aim in your class or something.
Yeah, and I had like terrible vision. But I was better than guys. So I kind of want to shoot some guns.
When we had some, Black Lives Matter protesters out here on the street, and they were busting up they busted up Starbucks across the street, a bunch of small businesses. Somebody had said, my neighbor said that they had broken into our building. And so we were developing like a plan to try to escape, or blockade the door or something. And I told Valeria, one of the schemes I came up with before we came up with our... Oh no, the cat's waking up. This is not good. One of my plans was that I was saying, if they get into our place, but they're not in the neighbor's place, jump over the balcony and go into the neighbor's apartment. And Valeria said, quite seriously, "Oh, but we just got the new knives. I want to try to use them." So I do
I was
find
serious.
this very small Russian that I live with terrifying. She is a little bit terrifying. But anyway, all right, what else do we got? Next story.
Okay. That's gonna be, I guess, the last story. Oh, Chris, our cat is awake.
Uh-huh, yeah, I told you.
Good morning, Aston. Good morning. Okay.
All right, give it to me.
Last story. Democrat congressman pushed to deplatform Fox and Newsmax.
Yeah. Toxic Masculinity. Weekdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.